We're live.
Hi.
Hey,
Hi, everybody.
Right. That's not bad.
I think we're good.
Hi.
I have so much stuff in my lap.
Oh, here. I know.
No, I'm good. I'm good. I'll just put it down in front of me.
Do you want me to put some here and you could
it's all
say?
good. It's all good. So
Hi,
everybody. We are the Knitting Posse, in case you forgot. It's been a little while. It's been a minute.
I'm Kim.
Oh, and I'm Kate.
And I'm Laura.
Thanks, Kim.
You're welcome. You're welcome. But it doesn't really matter.
And we're not sisters.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
How
we
many
got
times did
a
that
lot
happen this weekend?
Yeah.
A couple
we got
times.
a lot.
It's all
Yeah.
that pasty skin we have. I mean, beautiful skin.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
God, look at my hair. Yes.
Yeah, so we are the three friends from Connecticut, and this is our podcast. Before we start, I just wanted to say it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Please, 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 whether it be your mammogram or any other check that you need to have done, go get it done. We have been delayed in podcasting because I had some health issues going on in my family. Everyone, thank goodness, is fine, but go get your screenings done. Your mammograms, your colonoscopies, your skin checks, your cardiac visits, whatever it is, your PSAs, go get them all done.
Yeah.
And it will save
I think
you
because
a
of
lot.
COVID, a lot of people are
Mhm.
behind on that. And
Yes.
it's time to get back on it.
And do it now while your deductible is probably.
Yes, true.
Always a good
I've
reason.
met my deductible. You should.
That's
I
right.
have so many doctor appointments next week.
Yes.
I'm cramming it in.
Yeah.
Because come January 1st, I'm like,
And you're literally cramming it in next week, right? Kim has her mammogram.
I have a mammogram. I'm
next
cramming
week.
it in.
I like it in January when the machine's really cold. So
my
anyway,
God.
please,
Yep, we
please,
went there
please,
already.
yes.
It's not even 5 minutes in.
Yeah. So please go and do that. Get your checks.
Nice.
Next, and buckle up, Buttercup, because we are going to pull a Kevin and Ray here.
In a good way.
This is going to be a long episode. We just are so grateful after this past weekend at Willenfolk and Rhinebeck for the wonderful people / friends who follow us and watch us and subscribe and like and make so many kind comments. And we really appreciate each and every one of you. A special thanks to all those people who stopped us and said hello and wanted to chat with us. We love you all. We're going to shout out a few people. We apologize in advance if we forget anyone. We still love you, but we're just really old and we can't remember crap. So,
And it was overwhelming.
There was a lot.
In a beautiful way, an
Yes.
amazing way. We met so many people and it blew me away. I'm sure. It's amazing.
It honestly, I'm just starting to recover from it.
Yeah.
And in a good way. Like, I've been exhausted.
Me too.
It was a good exhaustion.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
today's the first day I kind of feel like a little bit more.
Yeah.
Yes.
Take a breath. Yeah. It's been a busy weekend. But so let's start. First, hello, Lorian. You may remember her from the podcast earlier. She was literally the first person that we saw at Willenfolk when we pulled in. So she was with Susie, also known as Fiber MacGyver.
She's
and
that woman's a hoot.
Mary Beth.
And Mary Beth.
And we loved laughing with you guys. It was just really fun. Also, thank you to Alice from St. Louis, who gave us a little stitch marker. Oh, it's in my bag. It has the arch on it. Really
that
cute.
was so thoughtful.
Really sweet. And
We
Carrie,
got to up our swag game.
we definitely
Next year.
I was going to say next festival, but we may be going to the New England Fiber Festival, which is November 5th and 6th in Springfield, Mass. We won't have it right now then.
No,
but the next maybe Vogue in February.
We can do it by then.
In New
Okay.
York.
So anyway, Alice was from St. Louis. Carrie and Susan Ray, I believe, were with her. If not, we met you all around the same time. We met Noelle and Mindy from Reading, Connecticut, right next door.
Oh, yeah.
So
Small
ladies,
world.
DM us.
Mhm.
We'll knit together. We met Barbara from Montreal, Sarah from somewhere else, and Joyce and her hubby from Michigan. We met all those folks at Wool and Folk.
Was he the husband who pays for the yarn and carries the yarn?
Carries the yarn and made the beautiful wooden buttons on her sweater.
Oh,
yes.
Oh, God.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
God.
He's a keeper. Yep.
Yes.
So,
Total
we all
keeper.
need one of those. Let's see. Barbara from New York. Hello. We kept bumping into her everywhere.
Oh my God,
and we literally saw her as we were driving out on Sunday in the parking lot.
The final wave.
The final wave was for Barbara. Let's see. Joy and Janet of Quail's Knitting Nest podcast. Hello. We are going to check out your podcast. Carol and her sister Helen from Marblehead, Mass.
Marblehead.
Yes. Carol literally screamed when she was washing her hands next to Laura in the ladies' room. So it was really fun meeting you both.
They were awesome.
They were great. So yes. And actually, we also, in the same ladies' room trip, saw Kimberly McAlinden.
Oh my God,
from
she's so
Knit a
cute.
Rainbow.
God,
So it was really
so
fun.
joyful.
Yes, it was really fun to see her in person. I feel like we knew her already.
Oh, I know. We had never physically met.
Right.
But
Yes. Yeah. I feel like we were
we-
old friends. Speaking of old friends, Jen, Leslie, and Anne from Maryland.
oh my God, girls.
You guys should move to Connecticut. Really.
Yeah,
Like that's
just
right.
enough.
They just, yeah.
Get that sample sweater ready.
That's right. That's right. Yes.
Oops, sorry.
So let's see. Laura from Ohio and her husband, I believe she was the one that we met in the barn where Green Mountain Spinnery is. And he had the really cool camera.
Laura from Ohio.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what I said.
Oh, yeah.
Laura
we
from
met last
Ohio.
year.
Laura,
Right.
different Laura.
Who's about to
Yeah.
start a podcast, right?
Correct.
With her
yes.
husband.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
he had a really fancy,
She was adorable. Yeah.
fancy camera. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was
I
impressive.
know we're all trying to take pictures with our iPhones, and she's like, maybe my husband can do it. And all of a sudden,
Yeah.
he's got this like
Yeah.
setup. And we're like, oh yeah, let him
Yeah.
take the
I was ready
pictures.
for a glam squad
I
to
know,
come
right?
out.
Like, oh, my hair.
Hair and makeup, please. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was really nice to meet with her and chat with her for a little bit. We met Jen from JK Fiber Design and her husband, partner, not sure, but they were both so lovely. We met them on Sunday in, hold on, I can tell you which booth she was in. Dancing Leaf Dye Work booth.
And
I
she
know,
just
I
designed
know.
her second shawl, and her shawl
Oh my
designs
gosh.
Gorgeous.
are stunning.
Gorgeous. Yes, the one she had on was sort of
Stunning.
a sunset
Yep,
fade. It was
yep.
gorgeous. And then the other one that she has up on Ravelry has like different sections of different kind of textures and patterns
It was
in it.
beautiful.
Really
Beautiful,
nice, yeah.
beautiful.
I can't believe those
so-
were her first two
I
designs.
know, right?
Like,
Crazy,
Yeah.
crazy.
Mine would be like stockinette.
Yes.
Maybe garter.
It's a scarf.
It's the scarf.
It's a scarf.
She's very talented. I look forward to
Very
seeing
talented.
what
Yes,
else she does.
Right?
Yeah.
If that's where she starts.
Unbelievable.
Yes.
Yeah.
And speaking of talent, in that booth,
Oh.
there was a girl named Talia. Talia was 12 years old or is 12 years old. She was wearing hand knits from her head to her toes, literally in like pinks and purples. So adorable. I talked to her for a few minutes. She started knitting her outfit in June, and she said she finished like a true Rhinebeck knitter in the car on the way to the festival on Saturday. So yay for Talia. Keep on knitting. I believe she actually has a design or
She
two.
sewed all those bags. She and her brother sewed all
Yeah,
those
so they
bags,
had
too.
project bags in the
That was at
Dancing
Dancing
Leaf.
Leaf,
Yes,
right?
it was at
Yeah.
Dancing Leaf. That was a very, very talented little booth there. But Talia I believe she has designs on
knitting designs as well.
Ravelry.
Wow, geez.
Yes, yeah.
Starting early.
So yep. So she was adorable, and Talia, way to go. She kind of put Kim and I to shame a little bit.
Because we did not finish our Rhinebeck.
we'll discuss that later.
Yeah. Kind of.
And then we saw lots of old friends and some new friends. We saw Paula of Maya.
Hi, Paula. She's on.
Hey, Paula. Nice to see you.
She's in bed exhausted still.
Oh, well,
I bet.
Yeah.
I
bet.
hope
It's
her
exhausting.
booth was so crowded.
It was really, it was at Wool and
Folk.
Folk. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes. And beautiful yarns. You know, we love Paula and her yarns.
Mm-hmm.
And
we'll be
so
I have some to show later.
You might have a whole bag.
Oh, bag. I forgot.
We met Rochelle of Moondrake Yarn Co.
Oh, she was adorable.
She was lovely. Yes. And I have yarn from Moondrake that I bought at the knitting place to make my summer ranunculus, which never got made this year. So I'm looking forward to that. Let's see. Stephen Willett of Stephen Willett Fiber Art Tools.
Yeah.
We met him. He had us mesmerized.
I have it. I'll show it when we
you
do
can
our
show it on
acquisitions.
acquisitions.
Yeah.
So we bought something.
Yeah. He was a furniture maker, and his wife got him into the knitting world, and he was charming.
Some of the things he makes.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And knitting bowl, beautiful woods, and Stephen Willett. Yeah. Really cool.
Like we need another hobby.
I know. Yeah. And we will link some of these things down below if we have the information for it. Let's see. Anne Hansen from Bare Naked Wool, who ran to the truck for us to get us another hat kit. That was so sweet of her. Their booth was insanity on Saturday.
I couldn't go in. It was too much for me.
It was a lot.
I tried and I was like, no, I can't do it.
And that was my goal.
Yeah.
To go there.
That's where I'm going.
Yeah.
Sunday.
It was good. It was good. Let's see. Melissa and Tanya from Sonder Yarns. We got to see them, and it was nice to chat with them. Laura was wearing Sonder Yarns
on Saturday.
Yeah. Right. Kim and I will be wearing it next year.
Sometime.
Yep. Next year. Rhinebeck. Goals.
Hashtag
goals.
Hashtag
achievable. Achievable goals.
If we start it now, Kate, maybe. Well, we already started it.
I'm so close. I'm so yeah.
I'm Vogue.
Yeah. Oh, maybe.
Why not?
Yes. Okay. Shout out to Lisa, the artist formerly known from Espace Tricot. She's like Prince. It was really good to catch up with her and chat with her. And Francois, who also used to work at Espace Tricot, was hanging out with them. So it was really nice to say hello to her.
Together.
Yes, exactly. Mm-hmm. Exactly. Gigi and Shelby. Hello, ladies.
I don't think they're watching.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Kim and I got a beautiful picture with Gigi, and we timed it so perfectly that there's a big orange tree behind us. So it was it was perfect, the perfect setting. We saw the Grocery Girls. We saw Adela and Jimmy the Model from Lola Bean Yarn Co. We ran into Thea Coleman and Amy Christophers.
Glad she doesn't look too close either, because
oh my gosh,
we could get in some serious.
We definitely could. Yes. And I was
sit down with a bourbon cocktail and talk some.
You know what?
Spill some tea.
I was wearing one of Thea's designs that I bought the yarn for at Rhinebeck last year, so that was really fun to be able to see that. And we did not get to see Kate Solomon. Apparently, it was her birthday or anniversary, something. One of the
Green Mountain Spinnery.
Green Mountain Spinnery. But Kate, I am going to be coming to buy yarn for Thea's cardigan that she was wearing at Rhinebeck. On
my God, I can't.
Sunday.
So good.
Sunday.
And that color, that yarn.
Yeah.
What was it? Music or
it was it? No, I think it was Mountain Mohair.
Oh,
it's a cabled cardigan,
and the color she did hers in is
amazing,
gorgeous,
amazing. Let's see, the Knitters League, and Lily.
Yeah.
We kind of felt like we owed you an apology. We are so sorry we missed your little talk at Wool and Folk. It was a little crazy, and the schedule was not very well set in stone. But we love you guys, and we were glad we got to see you after and a little bit at Rhinebeck. Lori, we hope you found something really good, because you were shopping when we saw the rest of them at Rhinebeck. So we can't wait to see your next episode to find out what y'all bought. Let's see, who else? Irina from Fiber Chat.
Oh, yes.
Irina.
She's there with her husband.
Yes. Always love.
I'm always impressed when husbands come to those kinds of things.
I don't want mine there.
Tell us how you really feel.
Okay?
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I wouldn't want to feel bad that he's
worrying about him.
Yeah.
So I was with somebody, I think it was Beth, and we noticed at Rhinebeck there's a section of the hill where the podcasts go, and then the other end they were doing dog tricks.
Yes.
And she's like, look at all the husbands over there, because they're all like, yeah, honey, go shop, do your thing, talk to your people.
Any pressure.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you feel like.
That's what it is. Not that.
Yeah,
I love being with Jay, but
yeah, if he was a knitter, it would be fine. Or if he cared about you, whatever. It's just
my thing.
Yeah,
Rich would be picking out sweater quantities left and right. Like, no thanks.
But then you'd have to knit those.
I know, that's what I mean. That's why. No, he's good at home. Let's see who else. Kim and Jono. Love seeing you guys. Always. And
Kim had like an appointment today, so she was going to try to sneak on.
Oh, okay.
I just texted a little while ago.
Oh, nice. Yeah, it was lovely to see them, and let's do something a little less frenzied soon.
Yeah.
We missed seeing Kristen from Vollenvine.
I know. She was there on Sunday.
I think she was there on Sunday.
Yeah, we never saw her.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
So we missed you, Kristen. Let's see. Max the knitter and Tanya, his cousin, both from Montreal.
His new sweater.
Oh my gosh. So
good. He's so cute.
He's so
adorable.
cute.
So cute.
Yes, adorable. And that sweater, I showed it to Devin. He's like, "Oh, I like that."
Oh no, it's in Tarja.
I know. I might do it though. It's so cool looking. It was a very like graphic, stripy sweater. It's not out yet, but you can see it.
Yeah,
you can see it on some of his Instagram pictures, I believe.
Yeah,
and I don't even know if it has a name yet, but it's very cool.
Yeah, very.
So it was really fun to see them. Beth McDonald Stone, we love you. We had a lovely dinner with Beth on Friday night after Woolen Folk, which it was a nice way to kind of unwind from the day.
Definitely.
And always lovely to spend time with her.
Yes. It's so easy.
Yes.
Easy to be with.
Yep, definitely. Kristen and Maddie from We Share Needles.
Cool.
It was really fun to meet them in real life. We had never met them before. I had found them because I won a Musselburgh, I can't remember the name of their knit along last year. Anyway, so that was really fun. Anybody else?
Oh yes, I was girl fanning over Marilisa.
Yes, from Girl Meets Yarn. Yes.
I love her podcast.
She's great. Tells it like it is.
Yes.
Love her.
I think I scared her a little bit.
I think you did, but
it was kind of Laura.
Yeah, she kind of did.
I
feel better.
I meet her. Like I know we'd be friends if she lived over here.
She's getting closer.
She's getting
right.
She just moved from Seattle to Arizona, so she's headed around.
She's doing the lower loop.
Mm-hmm.
And then our BFFs, Kevin and Ray. We love you.
Love you guys.
Love you. They had a hard weekend. They lost a little Tarquin right before the weekend.
The day before, right?
And they were rock stars. They held it together, and they did well, and we just kept feeding them all weekend.
I said to him before we met up in Rhinebeck, I'm so glad they had this weekend when it fell,
yes,
because they were just surrounded by love.
True.
And also being home. I mean, one of the most awful things, like I don't even like when I board my dog somewhere and I happen to be home at night and I just don't have her there, because they're just such a presence. And if they had been home, just the two of them, they would, I mean, I'm sure they're going through that now a little bit, but it was awesome that they were away and out and busy and with a bunch of people who love them, and they did a great job in their podcast.
So I love
Denise
from Earth Tone Girls. Yes.
We were like proud mamas.
Yeah. So
older sisters.
Yeah. older cousin.
Oh, Kevin and Ray are on. We love you guys too.
I loved hearing, because I didn't know why Kevin started and when he was explaining why he started, and then when Ray joined him, it was really, it was just a sweet, really lovely story.
Yeah.
And it was cool to hear.
Yeah.
Our brothers are so sweet.
We love you.
We do.
I know, we're like Ray's mom's age. So
we also ran into Caddy Jacks, Caitlin and Jackie on Friday. I don't know, the days are all blurring together. Maybe Friday. So it was fun to see them.
Gosh, we could go on.
We could go on. And I'm really sorry if we forgot any of you. I did have a notepad. Paola was asking from my ex. She's like, did you go around with a pen and paper? Or did you remember all these? Like, no, Paola, I can't remember what I had for breakfast this morning. So yes, I did have a paper and pen, and we took a lot of pictures, and we collected a lot of cards too. So we showed you Stevens, we showed you Dancing Leaf.
Oh yeah.
We show we'll talk about this one in acquisitions.
So happy
Jane.
Although we dealt with Holly, not Jane.
Greenwood Hill Farm is where I got the yarn last year for the Rhinebeck sweater that I wore this year. Knit Naked is the Bare Naked Wool, just a really cute sticker. Oh, Joyce and Ed Parsons. Joyce was the one whose husband and Ed made the buttons on her sweater.
Wait, so Joyce has, I think, an appointment today at 2, and she told us to talk fast.
Oh, sorry, Joyce. Like, it's 2 now. But they also make these this yarn cone winder. So cool. we'll link them down below. I think I just dropped something.
You dropped
right. Whale's Nest Knitting. It's a podcast. Joy and Janet. Red Staggering. We'll talk about those in acquisitions. They make beautiful, beautiful bags. Synaptic Stitches.
I remember that one.
We met her.
The braided bread sweater.
Yes,
that was.
It was
Sunday.
On Sunday we saw her aunt, actually the designer's aunt, wearing a gorgeous brioche black and white sweater. It was called Braided Bread.
Beautiful. Was I with you?
No.
Oh,
no.
Okay, good.
No.
I thought I was losing
you were nearby, but we were talking. Yeah.
And then
these two.
Then these two. They kept showing up when it was lunchtime.
Yeah. Right. Oh my God. So how about,
So one of the things that struck me is a couple people came up to us and said that they were either trying to start a podcast or thinking about it. And I feel not like, oh, this is our 46th episode. We're experts, but like throw it out there. Yeah. You just don't know. And, that's what people told us when we were like, we're thinking about it. And they're like, just do it. Like, just do it. Don't be afraid.
There's
just
no
do it.
right or wrong.
I know. And I'm the tall woman that we saw at Wool and Folk who's so sweet.
Jen.
I don't know. I'm so sorry because the whole thing was such a blur to me, but just do it. Yeah. There's such a, there's something out there for everyone, and you'll find your people will find you. And if you're thinking about it,
go for it.
Don't be afraid. Who cares? Just do it.
All right. Here's a thing. Popular name game. Barb, Jen, Deb.
Yes. And hey, you.
Hey. Barb, I can't believe how many Barbs we met.
And Jen.
And Jen.
We're so bad with names.
We do our best.
We do our best. And again, we're so sorry if we met you and didn't get your name. You may be on our Instagram because we took lots of pictures, and those are all up on our Instagram. I just did a photo dump. I didn't tag anybody. They're just all there. We didn't get a picture with 2 of our good friends from Connecticut. Carla, this nurse knits, and Deb, yarn.
We could meet down
and
at the Village
pearls.
Market.
Exactly.
Our grocery store.
Yes, but we weren't able to get a picture with them. Oh, and our good friend Olivia and her husband and her son.
Shame on us.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, because she's like one of the posse.
She
should be sitting here with us.
She came to Wool and Folk on Friday, and her husband was there or no?
Not
on Friday.
They came Saturday.
And she just was like, I want to be one of the posse. And she just hung out with us and took photographs for us. She was so sweet, and it was just so fun to hang out with her. And I mean, knitting people are just the best.
They really are.
They really are. We're so lucky.
And then on Sunday, her friend Robin was with her, and we had met
knits.
Robin.
Mhm.
Her knits are gorgeous. She knits a lot of the Anne B. Hansen designs from
Mhm.
Bare Naked Wool,
Mhm.
and
she
is a beautiful
Jill
knitter.
And the women who stop at Pick Up Every Stitch, Jill and
Jenny
who had gorgeous sweaters on. We hung out with them we saw them on Friday, I think, and then I know we spent a little time with them on Sunday.
we didn't see them Friday. We saw them Saturday,
Okay,
and
they
were
frenzy.
They were
frenzy.
bare
They were Bare Naked Wool,
so we couldn't get in.
and we couldn't find them
Yes.
afterwards. And
Yes.
then we saw them again Sunday, and thank goodness we did, because they had made cookies for us.
They made
were
cookies, and
so
I called them
yummy.
car cookies because I was going to wait to the car.
Yeah, nope,
Didn't last.
No,
Hour
no.
later,
Yeah, yeah.
I love
Didn't
snacks.
Yes. And me
So-
too.
Oh wow!
I love snacks.
It just
Yeah. See,
and
it like pops
for
into
all
our
the people
minds.
that we've mentioned, I'm sure there's people that we forgot. It was just incredible.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
incredible to meet all these people and chat
Yeah.
with them, and it
Yeah.
just was amazing.
The love was obvious and plentiful, and it was humbling.
Mhm.
Like, thank you all.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm exhausted again.
Yeah, time to go home.
25 minutes in.
Really,
Okay.
like it's gonna be one of these kind of podcasts. Okay, all right. What are we wearing? Kate, what are you wearing?
Kate
is wearing the old school.
You can put your
old
hair back.
school-
in.
long
Yes.
locks.
The old school sweater by Vera Velmaki.
So great.
It is knit in the Cashmere People Kashgora. I
It's
forget
not really
the
reading how
colorway.
beautiful
No,
green,
it's not.
the beautiful green this is.
It is really reading in my face how hot it is, because you can see I'm like getting
You
redder
know why
and
the cream
redder.
pops? 'Cause
So
your face is
it's
red right
yeah,
now.
So it's coming off right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
You okay there?
Phew, I might be now.
We
But it's
open
a
the door.
gorgeous sweater. And the Kashgora yarn, which you can buy from
So gorgeous.
Port Fiber in Portland, Maine.
I'm going there next week.
Are you really?
Mhm.
Oh,
I forgot.
It's so.
I wish
it's
we could.
So good.
I wish you could see this color. a
Oh,
little
there
bit.
it
There
is.
it
See
is.
the lace.
Yeah,
And the lace. It's such
No.
a
Yeah.
beautiful,
Oh my God,
I'll
beautiful
hold on to
green.
it for
you
you.
can hold on. To it. Okay, Kim,
All
what
right,
are you wearing?
I am wearing my Slanting Slipover by Anne Ventzel, and I was gonna wear it to Rhinebeck, but it was chilly. Well, for me, it's knit with the Bare Naked Wools, Kent, in their worsted, and that's when I fell in love
It's
with their
beautiful.
wool.
Yeah.
Thanks. Yeah,
It's
it
beautiful.
has a really long
I
dip
see
here,
that,
but
And
It
I think
does-
you even shortened that a
I
little
did
bit.
shorten it
Yeah,
a little
yeah,
bit, but it doesn't bother me. I mean,
No.
I like
It's
that
a good
shirt
layering
that you
piece,
have.
yeah.
It's a
it's
good
just
shirt,
a plain black.
but it's
It's
good.
okay. It's
What is it?
theory. I
Ah,
know it,
I like it.
but I bought it at the outlet.
Oh,
So, and when
like
I go
it.
to the outlet, I get things. A white, gray, black there.
Oh, I love it. Yeah. You
Yeah.
want to strip too?
No, I'm not like you. I can,
No.
I can go. All right, Laura.
Okay, Laura. what are
Okay,
you
so
wearing?
I'm wearing my
Okay.
Rhinebeck sweater.
Mhm.
Dun, dun, dun,
What's
dun.
that?
I know. So we all, as you probably hopefully remember if you've been watching, decided to knit sweaters in Sonder Yarn Sunday Morning DK. And we picked this color Ritual, which
Is a plum.
it's
Yeah, there
it's
it
like
is.
a purpley plum color,
Yeah.
really beautiful. This yarn
Gorgeous.
is amazing.
Yeah.
And I knit, it's hard to see it, but it's the Field Day cardigan. And I was thinking about this because I'm so ecstatic about this pattern in this yarn, but it doesn't always work out. And this happened to work out. It has beautiful drape. This is a boxy, sorry, Kate, in my armpit, kind of a boxy, slightly cropped cardigan, beautiful details. It's designed by Ozetta, who is from Oklahoma. And I think I said this last time. When you look at her designs, her sample is almost always in like a light beige, white, gray. And it really gives you like this blank canvas because she's got really beautiful designs. This pattern was really well knit, really thoughtful. The seams on the back, it's top down, but you kind of start in the back and then you pick up the stitches for the front. The band here was fully integrated. I didn't have to add it on. Really, really, really well written pattern. And I just really like her aesthetic. It's
I do too.
very
Really pretty.
simple, but classic, but kind of there's always something interesting. And
With a modern twist. to
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
The classic
And
look.
I think I just really lucked out because I picked this, and I just think this
was a
sweater
good-
in this yarn,
Yeah.
because the original pattern was for Woolfolk straw, which is a linen-y, like
Really?
Yep, it was like
Interesting.
a more summer weight kind of thing,
Oh, I didn't
and
know that.
the linen, linen can look straw like, and I have to say, this is perfection.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it in this yarn. It's a really good sweater. I'm
And
very,
the
very happy.
colors that this comes in are
Are gorgeous. Yeah.
Mhm.
So it was really fun
Yeah.
to see Melissa, who started this yarn while she was at Espace Tricot, but when they sold the store, she took that part of it, and it was fun to show her, and she's like, "Ooh, I love that sweater," and she said she might knit one.
Oh,
But,
High praise.
Yeah,
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah, maybe she will. But
That's great.
yeah. So I finished my Rhinebeck sweater.
Nicely
Yes.
done.
Well done.
1 out of 3.
I know.
Yeah, whatever.
I know.
Okay. Rhinebeck 2023.
Here we come.
There, we saw quite a few t-shirts, especially at Wool and Folk,
Oh,
like
God.
t-shirts that said, "This is my
My
Rhinebeck sweater," and,
yes.
and these guys needed to buy some.
Yep, we did.
We did. We did.
All right, what are we
All right.
doing?
How about FOs?
Okay, here's my favorite one.
It's not a Rhinebeck sweater.
Actually,
did
it was a
become
woolen folk
Yes.
sweater.
woolen
Oh my
folk
God.
sweater.
Oh.
All right, so this is my no frill sweater by Petite Knit, made in hedgehog fiber, silk fiber. Teacup is the color of the mohair, and I held it with rosy green wool, merino wool fingering, and it was just a plain off-white color. But holding those together,
Magic.
So
Magic.
good.
And the biggest compliment, Kim wore this on Friday to Wool and Folk, and everybody who saw it said, "Oh my God, it's so much better in person." And it's true. It is so fabulous.
It's beautiful.
it was worth the
Beautiful.
wait, people.
Yes.
Because I waited to find
You
this
did.
this
You did.
mohair. I know you guys are so
Do you
sick of
have
hearing about it.
Do you have the mohair?
I have some, but it's downstairs.
Oh, okay.
I know what I'm going to do. Oh, what was the woman's name that told me to make a
Those ladies,
Sophie?
yeah. Sophie
A
scarf.
Sophie scarf.
Uh,
Yes,
yeah,
with the
leftover.
leftover.
An ascot,
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
So I'm
Yep.
going to do that for sure with
Perfect.
the leftover
Yeah.
of this,
Yeah.
because this mohair is
It's
against
really
the
nice.
skin.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So super happy with this knit. Oh my God, my nails are
Beautiful.
terrible. Are we just, am I doing
FOs,
all my
yeah,
FOs?
yeah.
Okay. Another FO I did, since I didn't finish my Rhinebeck sweater, I did a Tiny Boats hat pattern
Love it.
by, oh my gosh.
Elizabeth
hang on.
Doherty.
Thanks. Thank you. Elizabeth Doherty, knit with Rowan felted tweed. This is for my son.
Love it.
He's, he asked for a hat. I gave him a few choices. I gave him cabling this, and he picked this one.
I
So,
like it.
Yeah,
It's really,
it's a really,
really
good
pretty.
That's
men's hat.
Yeah, that's been on my list for a while.
Yeah.
I love it.
It was fun to knit. It's
Yeah.
just
It's just two
mosaic
colors.
knitting.
right?
It's 2 colors. You could then do the reverse of it
Yeah.
and out of
Mhm.
2 balls.
Mhm.
So,
Nice.
yeah, hopefully John will like that.
Of course he will.
If not, I'll get it back and Desmond can have it. Okay. I also did the Pearl Soho bandana. The 3 of us went on to Nantucket together, and while we were there, we had to go to Flock, and she was selling it's Woolfolk Luft,
Yeah.
and she had the pattern there. So yes, please.
Yeah.
I think it's a free pattern.
It is a free pattern.
Yeah,
so, yeah,
I'm just saying
Soho,
for
yeah.
anyone who else is
Yeah.
interested.
And I know they're doing a knit along right now, Pearl Soho, for
Yeah.
this bandana
Yes.
with their yarn. But this was before
don't
that
remember,
knit along even
I
came
Yeah.
out.
don't remember what yarn they use.
It's
the
not
Pearl Soho.
cashmere.
It's not.
No,
No.
it's not.
It's,
It might be
like-
the good wool or something.
Maybe.
Nope, it's not that
No?
either.
Oh. Okay.
Anyway, it's on their website.
they are doing a big cow right
But
now.
the Woolfolk,
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of Woolfolk. So it's 1.5 skeins of Woolfolk, which I don't. No,
So
less
did
than
you
1.5.
did you split? Somebody
Yeah.
bought
She split it
3
with
skeins.
somebody,
yeah,
yes,
yeah,
So
yeah.
I
somebody
bought
else,
3
yeah.
skeins, and a
And-
friend bought another skein, and so we split it.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Yep. Instead of wasting that.
Yep.
So that I'm looking. It's going to be one of those nice tight cowls, Laura. I didn't say Kate because I know you won't like that. So happy to have that.
Yeah.
Lastly, I did my Rhinebeck bag. Oopsies. Oopsies. What was it called again?
Ilene Bag.
Ilene Bag.
So at this, I
Yeah.
forgot mine, but
This
we
is
all
our
three.
Rhinebeck color.
Yeah.
Right here. It's reading really
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
So
It matches.
matches
our
yeah,
the
it
sweater.
matched the
Yeah.
sweater.
Or close,
That
yeah.
was supposed to be the deal.
Kate got this yarn at Espace.
Espace
Tricot,
Tricot.
right?
Espace Tricot Petite
Petite
Lin.
Lin.
Yeah.
Petite
Yes.
Lin.
And I
Great
forget
grocery
the
bag.
color. Yeah, it's really good. You finish it and you think, oh my god, it's so
Rosemount.
tiny, like it's not going to hold anything.
Yeah,
but
and
it really does stretch
stretching,
with use.
yeah.
I told you I went to
Um,
the grocery store a couple weeks ago and I had
Yeah.
this bag and she's like, I'm like, oh no, just keep
Keep
going,
loading.
keep
Yeah,
going.
yeah.
And she could
Fit,
believe
yeah.
how much we got in it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
easy pattern to follow.
Really fun.
Um,
I
Kate,
I
yeah,
made a modification.
No, I
I
should've.
made the strap thinner. I don't remember. It's on my Ravelry page how many
12
stitches,
stitches
I
you
did.
did.
But
Because
this
it calls
is the
for
original
25,
pattern.
and I
apparently I told them that when we knit the first Ilene
That was
bag,
like
And you
years
didn't
and then
tell
I
us.
forgot to tell them again.
but it actually
it's
it
fine.
worked. Yeah, it worked.
It's
Because
fine.
it does
Yeah.
stretch out so
It
much.
does
Look, I
stretch, yeah.
could get it over my arm.
Yeah,
And it's
yeah.
fine. It did
Yeah.
stretch a lot.
Yep.
So Kate actually was nice enough to I finished the strap.
Yeah.
And she sewed it up for me in the car.
In the car on the way.
On the
Yeah.
way. Because it's hard to drive and knit. So I try.
Possibly illegal.
It probably is.
Yeah.
So fun bag, fun
Yeah,
gift,
it is.
Yeah.
fun
Yeah.
gift.
Yeah.
But
Thank
this
you.
is quickie. So.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I think that's it from me.
Laura.
Okay, I actually have a lot, which is
Okay.
weird because, but I have a lot of small things. So I'm going to start first with this one. This was already an FO. This is my V-neck,
backwards.
cummerbund sweater by Anka Strick. And it has this beautiful double hem, and it's kind of confusing, but you cast off here and then you pick up one side of the cast off and knit down and pick up the other side of the cast off and then bind off again, which is kind of what makes this sweater, cool and different. And I had finished this in the spring. This is Ilene Feli, F-E-L-I. It's basically like holding a fingering and a mohair together, but it's all together already. And instead of mohair, it's cashmere.
Oh, darn it.
It's really nice.
Yeah. Okay. But anyway, so the reason I brought this is when I first did this, this part was really stretched out and much bigger, and it kind of flared exactly where
The
I
bottom
didn't-
hem.
The bottom
talking
hem,
about.
yeah, the cummerbund part, which is the main design of the thing.
Yeah.
And then I'd been at Pick Up Every Stitch, and I saw Karen's again because she inspired me. She knit this exact sweater in this yarn, and when I saw it, I was like, I need it. And so I'm very proud of myself because a week or two ago, it had been sitting on my pile because I finished it in spring. And then, of course, it was way too hot to wear this. And then I saw it and I was like, you know what? If I don't redo that, I'm not going to wear this because it wasn't flattering. And I unpicked this whole thing. I had enough leftover yarn that I actually didn't have to use what I undid, although I still have that. And I knit it again on one size smaller. And I just kind of wanted to talk about, like, do you take the time? Because it took me like 2 days, I had to undo it. And then, it took, I don't know how much I knit, but it took me a couple hours to go back and do this and make it right. And like a part of me resisted that. And then I was like, no, but you're not going to wear it. If it's not flattering, you're just not going to grab for it. So I'm actually really kind of proud of myself that I just, it's hard to do that.
I
Like
have
when
probably
you
3 sweaters that I need to go back to. I need a weekend of send me somewhere with only those 3 sweaters
with no other knitting choices.
No other knitting or no Netflix, nothing.
But again, I was just kind of, the only reason I brought it was I was like throwing it out there. Like, do you struggle with that too? Like, it's hard because you put so much time in, and then I find that by the time I'm getting close, I'm already dreaming about what I'm going to knit next.
For sure.
And I don't want to go back and correct. And this was a good 4, 5, 6 months in between, and months that I couldn't have worn it anyway. And then I just saw it there and I was like, I'm going to fix that. I'm going to fix that.
And then you wore it.
And I wore it
this weekend.
On Sunday.
Yeah.
So then then I have a bunch of little stuff. So one time, I don't remember how long ago, Kate and I went out for lunch with Kevin and Ray, and we went to, I'm not going to name it because I'm not going to say anything very nice about them. We went to a local yarn shop, the 4 of us, it was a Sunday, and we were told later that it was not their usual crew. And we were in that store for, I don't even know how long.
45 minutes.
Nobody said hi to us. Nobody asked to help us.
Didn't they know who Kevin and Ray?
No, they
No.
and that's not even what I'm
Shocking.
talking
I
about.
know.
It's nothing to do with whether they
No.
recognized that
Yeah.
we were podcasters. Anyway, so this is called the Versa cowl. Ray got 2 colors. It's 2 colors of Malabrigo Rios, and one color is like a semi-solid, which is my blue, and then another variegated color. And it's just a fun thing. I'm going to fold it like that. And just, it's just,
Is it
you can wear it
around?
either way.
Oh yes.
It's
Yeah.
just-
Knitting around. You
I
can
thought I saw a
scrunch.
seam.
Nope. That's probably my, that's
Oh,
where you
that's
carry
where
the,
you carry
the
the
yarns
yarn.
up.
Okay.
Yeah.
But anyway, it was just really fun. I bought it that day. And then I've been in the mood for little projects. So that was,
Ray needs to cast his on.
I know,
Get
it's
on
fun.
it.
It's, excuse me. It's a really, really fun quick knit. And that's what I needed, because I think I knit this maybe after I finished this. I don't know, when I just needed a little.
Need a palette cleanser.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
So then we went
Oh.
away to Nantucket. We were very blessed. Kate's knitting class, she teaches classes. One of the people in her class has a house in Nantucket, and we did a little mini retreat, and I wanted something really easy and mindless. And this is it's like a whisper. It is the Kumo shawl, Kumo, by Wear a Stitch, and it's knit in a skein of Ito Kinu and Ito Sensei. So it's a mohair and like it's almost like pebble,
It
like
looks like
Shibui
Shibui
pebble,
pebble.
but it's not. And I have to say, I think it's well documented that I'm not a huge fan of straining with mohair, partly because I really don't love carrying 2 yarns, because I feel like I always find places where I missed the mohair, but also a lot of mohairs are really too fuzzy for me. And this is my new favorite. Heard
that before.
No, I know the Sensei, the mohair. It's really nice. It's not too fluffy. It doesn't get in my eyelashes or stuck on me. And I loved this shawl. I don't want to give too much away, but it's knit on 2 different size needles. So you get a row where the stitches are small, and then you get a row where the stitches are larger. And
How often did you have to change the needles then?
I feel like I shouldn't give this away because it's part of the pattern.
Yeah. Okay.
But you actually use an interchangeable if you have it, and you put a small needle on one side and a large
And
needle
then
on the other, and every
swap
other row it does it automatically for you. So so that's my Kumo. So I did that, my Versacowl.
You're gonna wear that a ton.
I know, I love it. It's just like very light and yummy. So these are the last woodland loafers I'm ever going to knit again. Last Christmas, I gave my 3 sons and one of my son's partners, I knit them all a pair of these woodland loafers. They're really cute. And my son and his partner, who live in Maine, basically wore them out. So I knit each of them, Max and Finn, another pair, and I put the suede soles on them, hoping that would make them last longer. But so I made them each, and I've knit so many of these. This is 6 pairs, so 12 individual versions of this, and I'm kind of over it, and I'm kind of done. But it's my son's birthday soon, so I'm setting up a little care package full of those.
Nice.
They go very quickly. You can knit one in a night easily. And then also while we were up in Nantucket, we went to the yarn store. We all got something there. And one of the things what's her name? The owner?
Sheila.
She has these amazing kits. This is just a cashmere watch cap. And I put a little pom-pom on it, but I didn't tie in the ends because I'm not sure I'm keeping it. But it's 3 yarns. It's a cute. It's a cashmere yarn and a hedgehog fiber singles and a mohair. And it's
really cute.
And that kit is great.
Yeah, it's just a really, really fun. Oops.
It's one of my favorite.
Yeah. It's just good. And honestly, you'll see it when I have one more small project, and then I'm going to be ready for sweaters again. But I just needed a break from sweaters, and I just knit a bunch of little things, but I just kind of needed it. I needed it. So that's it for me for FOs.
Okay. I don't have a lot.
Oops, sorry,
One
sis.
of my things I have, and I actually just found they are on Ravelry, but you can't buy the pattern. You have to buy the pattern through Sendis Garn.
Yeah.
When you purchase the yarn. So if you
I didn't
if
realize
you
that.
call,
Yes,
pick up every
yeah.
stitch and purchase the yarn, you can purchase the pattern from them. But it's my felted slippers.
Looks
Fabulous.
great.
Aren't they so cute? So they're
Looks
still
so
wet.
good.
I literally just felted them this morning. It is it's so NR3 doble tofler. That's what the name is. You got that, everybody?
Yeah.
That's the name of the slipper?
That's the name of the slipper on Ravelry.
Doble is double.
Doble,
Tofler.
Tofler.
I wonder what tofler means.
So they're called double slippers. They're felted. They're by Liv Strangeland. And again, it's a Sandnes Garn pattern available to purchase only when you purchase the yarn. So call Felicia and Karen to pick up every stitch and get them because they are so darn cute. So I also have the suede bottoms to put on, but they're literally still wet.
That's gonna be tougher to sew into that. No,
No.
No, it'll be fine.
You need a thimble.
But I think the problem with that yarn for the woodland loafers, and I made them also, is that there's no nylon or anything in it.
Yeah.
So I think they may wear through the top of that down to the sole.
Yeah.
So make them these next
Here,
because they were really fun.
No,
yeah, and they look like this.
in my head I said if these don't work or don't last very long, I'm gonna buy them slippers.
They look like this. Well, so make sure
Oh,
they
these
make
should be
sure they
cute.
send those back to you so you can take the soles off and use them again.
Oh, they'll be worn
Okay.
through, I bet.
The soles won't.
No?
No. They
Okay.
won't wear through those. No,
Yeah.
that's suede. You're not wearing through that. So anyway, that's what I've been. I had them on my feet, but then my feet got hot when I took off my sweater. So I have them in my lap. They're still damp, so I'm stretching them a little bit because apparently my washer does really hot.
You did
And
a
it
great
felted.
job felting.
I put them in a
lingerie
bag.
Mhm.
And I put it on my super hot cycle.
So did we even
So-
talk about Sue coming with us?
Sue who? No.
Okay, so Sue,
Yes.
Kim's friend, actually came with us on Sunday, and
Yes.
she's a felter, and we
Yes.
were picking her brain. You
Yes,
were
and
picking
see,
her brain
yeah.
on how to do this, especially
Yep.
in a front loader instead of an agitating
Yep.
top loader.
Yep.
And she gave you a lot of great
She
advice.
did. So I have a super hot sanitizing cycle on my washer.
I have that
So I
too.
put it on
Me too.
that. I put these each in separate lingerie bags. Then
Did
I
you
took
have them already inserted?
No.
No.
Oh.
So when you make them, they look a little
Like little pants.
crazy. They look like little baby pants. Yes. So here we go. That was them yesterday. So that's what they look like before you
And then you
felt
tuck
them.
one
and then you tuck
and-
one inside the other.
But you felt them first.
You felt them first.
Mhm.
So I put them.
Yeah.
I put them in.
They have
each-
to have outside surface to
Yes.
felt.
I
Yeah.
put them each in a
Okay.
lingerie bag, and then I took all the dryer balls from my dryer
Mhm.
and put those in the washing machine. And I actually put those in lingerie bags too and tied them because some of them were becoming a little loose and it refelted those too.
Oh,
so I'm
great.
so excited. Like I felted everything all at once. But they came out and I was like, oops, like they were a little
No, they're
short.
good. While they're wet, put them on.
They were a
and
little
stretch it
short.
out.
So I have been. So they're in my lap right
And
now. And
mine
I'm kind of
actually, as I've
stretching
worn
out.
them,
they
have
stretched a little bit. Yeah.
just enough.
Yeah, so I was really happy with how they felted. I don't like when you're felting something to be able to still see the stitches.
Oh.
And
Go in my
and
kitchen
it
on
worked.
the counter, two
So-
pumpkins. You'll see them.
Yeah. Okay, so that is FO number 1. FOs number 2 and 3, I just have pictures of. As I said, for a couple of weeks, someone in my family was having some health things, and I
You've been
was
busy.
just knitting like small things. And so I knit 2 of these
Those are so
baby pumpkin
stinking
hats.
Cute.
You can't.
Shade it.
Yeah, yeah.
There you go, I guess.
It is the Pumpkin and Booty set by Michelle Edwards. It's a Lion brand pattern. It's free on Ravelry. I've never made the booties. I've only made the pumpkin hats. The yarn I used is Vanna's Choice by Lion brand. And the colors I used were taupe for the stem, dusty green for the leaves, and terracotta was the orange colorway. And I paired it with a little pumpkin / Halloween board book and sent it off to my cousin. Sweet. Yeah, that just had a baby. So really cute, really cute. And those are my only FOs.
I wanted to, so Sue, who came to Rhinebeck with us on Sunday, felted me these cute little pumpkins.
That was really sweet.
I know. She's an amazing felter. Well, I'll bring her up in acquisitions.
Oh, okay.
When,
sorry.
We get there, but
we had a lot of fun with
it.
Really
cute.
She's awesome. She's the best.
An amazing knitter.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So, whips. Kim.
Okay, here we go. Rhinebeck sweater. Time out. Rhinebeck sweater. This is Water Lilies by.
It's from you.
It's by Claudia Q. I had to buy it through the website Unit Pattern.
It's a yarn shop, I believe, somewhere up in Canada.
Wrong. I don't even know.
Maybe I could be totally making that up. So
it is bottom up, which is a big problem for me because the sweater pattern was cropped. So I had to I picked my favorite sweater that I like. It took its measurements, but I still don't trust it. You know what? I just don't love the pattern. Truth be told, I hate saying that. It's probably partial me, and maybe there aren't too many people that have knit it. It's still, I think, under 100 or whatever like this. So here's it. I mean, my gosh, it's almost done.
Is this inside
it's
out?
inside
out?
out.
I was like,
I'm on
I thought it might be reverse.
I'm on the yoke. Am I going to finish it? I don't know. I think I'm so mad at it that I just don't even like it anymore. Do you ever get that way?
Yes.
You're like, I mean, and the yoke is going to be pretty, but I'm pissed at it. So
it's an inanimate object.
It doesn't give me joy anymore.
Yeah. If it doesn't give you joy, you should move on.
And I have Laura, I love your cardigan. Top down just not my well, no, then I like when I saw Sonder Yarn, I love their Easy Like Sunday Morning. It's my style.
Yes.
My Hanging Leaves from Beth McDonald Stone is very similar to this that I love. So I don't feel like
it's filling a hole in your
wardrobe. Exactly. Yes. So this is not making me happy anymore. And there's the lace. It's very pretty.
It's pretty. Frog it.
I'm going to, but look how much I freaking knit.
You know what? You love the yarn. It's nice yarn to knit with.
Makes me so mad.
It doesn't make me
That's
mad.
a month of
know,
freaking knitting.
Still.
That I could have been knitting something that I love. But I guess live and learn, right?
Yeah.
Right, people?
Yeah.
So, and then I didn't want to finish the yoke. And then I did try it on. The length is fine. The arms are fine. It's just no joy. Yeah. So that's going to be frogged.
So you have two choices. You can finish the yoke and see how you like it since you're so close. And if you still don't like it, then you frog it, or you just frog it now.
It's going to be put in the back burner, so I'll never get to it. So I might as well frog it now. You know what? I just decided tonight I'm frogging it.
Perfect.
That sentence came out of my mouth. Otherwise, it's going to do just like you said, Laura.
It'll sit on the pile.
Put it on the pile of I'll get to it later, and I'll never get to it later because I'm pissed at it.
Yep.
So that's that. Okay, so I had to make myself a little happier. And I cast on
a lot happier.
Well, yes, it's the Clinton Hill Cashmere hoodie. People, this cashmere yarn, I could eat it. It's so beautiful.
Yeah.
Comfy, cozy hoodie. It is not on Ravelry. I've looked it up. I have the front done.
Oh my god.
No, it's like to die for.
It's so good.
I have the back done.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Kim.
And I cast on for both sleeves. And that right there, people, is a mortgage payment. No.
It's so good.
So we were at pickup Every Stitch, and they had,
That's her yarn.
I don't know if they always have it, but they certainly had a whole bunch of samples from Clinton Hill Cashmere. And
Yes.
Right?
these guys both
It's
tried it on,
so
and there was
good.
no turning back for Kim once she tried it on. It was just stunning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She's going to sleep in it.
I know. I actually, so Felicia's so kind at Pick Up Every Stitch. You don't have to, she puts it on layaway for you, your lot number. So it's time to go back up.
And get the rest.
Yeah, and get the rest, which is good because I have to drop that stuff off anyway for her.
Yeah.
So Clinton Hill Cashmere Bespoke.
What's the color? Do you know?
It's Dialot. No.
Color 8012.
Oh, that's a good
Yeah.
one. Off-white.
Yeah.
Off-white.
Yeah.
So that will be done soon.
She has to scrub in before she.
I do.
Yeah.
She
Oh my
can't
God.
have wings and then
I
start
almost
knitting.
threw the
again.
dog across the room the other day. He like came like barreling over. I'm like, no,
Rest
it's the Cashmere.
Oh.
No.
And again, all of the things that we talk about, we will link in the show notes below and in the show notes on Ravelry. So
Mhm.
wait, what is that bag? Sorry.
This bag
Yes,
is a
what is
paper
that?
bag. It's paper.
It's so cool.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, it is cool.
I can
From-
wash it. I can
from
throw it in the
where?
washing machine. Nantucket.
Oh.
I don't know.
It's
Was
not
it really
coconuts
nice?
though, right? Because she
It's,
had
no,
some
it's not
paper
coconuts.
bags.
Here,
It's
it's-
called AGGO. Aggo.
Aggo, fine
Aggo.
fiber,
Fab-
made it
Fab
fiber,
It's
made
very
in
cool. It's
Italy.
Italian.
Yeah,
It's a nice big.
It's nice.
It's
Great
stand
bag.
up
Yeah,
at
it's
your
nice.
next to
Yeah.
you on your on the
Yeah.
floor next to your chair.
Speaking of great bags,
I know, another great bag.
You have a lot of them.
I do. Willow Bay,
That's a good one.
handmade, cute little bag. I showed it last time. Okay, so this is called the shoot bag. Hang on.
The what?
No, it's not
that
the
was
right
me
one.
not swearing.
I
so-
will. This is when I posted all those pictures on Instagram. One of our funny viewers said, "How many bags did Kim get?"
It's the Iliama by Jen Lucas. It's just
Iliama.
a hand mitt. See,
Oh, mitts.
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 So
Nice.
Sue, who came to visit me for the
Nice.
weekend, we met a friend in New Haven on Monday,
Oh, okay.
and she had never been to Knit New Haven, so I had to take her there.
Chicken?
I did not. She's not a Haven hot chicken gal because she's like a healthy eater. So, but
Rats. I liked
It's
her
her-
so much
don't
until then.
Don't they have salads?
yeah. So we went for. It was early in the morning too.
Oh,
We went
okay.
for coffee,
Okay.
but
All right.
oh my god, whatever.
Wow.
All right.
So
So,
what'd you get?
they had this
Ooh.
Anzula
Ooh.
Katara, and it was half price.
Oh.
So I bought 2 skeins of this yummy green. Oh, that's not good.
Yeah,
There
there
we
you go.
go.
Yep, that's
There
good.
we go. And I started.
It's yak
Yeah, it's
and
yak.
super wash merino.
I'm doing it on my
Wow.
tiny little needles, which is
Oh, your
great.
baby. Your
My babies.
Your little babies.
Yeah, you know, Kate. This
It's-
is last year at Rhinebeck. I borrowed your fingerless mitts.
Yes.
And I was like, you know what? That's happening.
Finger.
This
I
year.
love
this
fingerless
yarn.
mitts.
Yeah, I do too.
I
Isn't
love
that
them.
nice?
I've actually got
This is
yarn
so
and
good.
ideas
Yeah,
for
I know.
a lot.
it.
So
Oh,
yeah,
it's
supposedly
really
one
good.
skein will make
One mitt.
mitten.
no
Oh,
2
two?
pair.
So you're making a pair for
A
me?
pair.
A
Thank
pair,
you.
a pair, 2 hands. But it was 50% off, so I had to
So you
do
want to sell this one to me?
no. Hard
It's really
no.
It's
good.
my color.
I
That
know.
is.
All
Although I
right,
love
one
that thing.
more thing. Nope, a few more things. Sorry.
This is whips.
This is whip still.
Whips. Oh,
Okay.
you started that too.
I'm really mad at that Rhinebeck sweater.
I
so
guess
I'm like,
so.
she's
She's
getting it,
starting all
Dana.
the things. Yes.
this was a kit I bought at Bare Naked Wools. The Knitters League bought it last year, and it's a sample. It's a sampling, a taste all of their yarn and all their different colors.
It's called
So,
Just Try Me.
just try me, and it's
It's a
a
cowl.
cowl.
So she did.
So I'm,
Yes,
I'm,
so she
I'm
did.
just trying.
Cute.
I'm watching the Mindy Project on Netflix or whatever.
Mhm.
So funny.
So,
So
do they
funny.
tell
And
you what colors
You
go
can
where?
do whatever you want.
can.
So
You're the
I'm-
boss of your knitting.
I'm the boss of this
Okay.
project for sure.
Okay.
So that
Nice.
happened,
Nice.
and I did a swatch. Do swatches count as whips?
Yes.
Yes, I'm very proud of you. I need to see it.
I know.
Okay, it's
Oh,
getting a little
there you
bigger.
It's a little bit
Alright,
bigger.
that
Sue
is
told me
big.
I could do 24 stitches across. That's
That's big.
24 stitches. Thanks.
And what's that for?
The payon by Camilla Vag.
Yeah.
That I
Oh.
bought. Here's that
Yes.
sweater.
Yes.
With the Maya. See,
Yes.
you definitely want to swatch for that because you
Yes.
need you
Well,
want that to come out.
I want
perfect.
that to come out, and it was not. You know, it's not a.
It's Mayak
It's
medium.
not a vanilla. You know, the
it
wheel is
Mayak
fortune.
medium or
Mayak.
Is it
Sorry.
cloud?
It's
It's
yours.
Mayak medium.
It's the Mayak. Whatever you guys use.
Yeah. It's
Baby yak.
Baby yak. Medium.
Yeah,
I think
Mayak
it's the
medium.
medium. Yeah.
And these are my colors.
Oh.
So payon means, I guess, peacock. I looked it up. So yes, these are peacock-like colors.
So
I
good.
haven't
It's so yummy.
pre-blocking. I'm at gauge.
Okay.
Hopefully it stays.
It will.
That's what I think too.
You're gonna
Yeah.
block it though, right?
No.
I'm gonna. Yeah. Yeah.
You should.
Of course we are, Laura.
Come on, it works.
Yeah, it works.
So that's gonna happen.
Beautiful.
Okay, I think I did it.
Okay.
Thank you, people.
Laura whips.
Okay, I have one little baby whip, and you guys haven't seen it, but it will be no surprise. One of the overarching themes this weekend was
Oh,
the
you
Sophie
did it.
scarf. Shoot, it just ran all the way across the Sophie scarf. I
Pretty.
just couldn't resist. I'm not absolutely loving my two colors. This is
I like it.
I do too.
the yarn
Gnarly.
left over from my kimono that I was wearing maybe in the last episode.
That was awesome.
And another yarn that I had. My yarn just went flying across. I think it calls for DK, and a lot of people are doing like a
really
fingering and a mohair. This isn't a fingering and a mohair. It's just these two thin. And I'm obsessed. I mean, literally, I did that in 2 nights watching Yankees baseball. And I'm at the halfway point, and then I start decreasing again.
Oh,
And
that's so great.
It's just a fun. I will be knitting lots of these. This is going to be something I'm going to pull out my bin of all my leftover yarn, of which is I have
we
a
just
lot.
talked about that.
Yeah.
Because I'm always so scared when I buy yarn, and I almost always buy an extra skein, especially if it's just a one color thing. And I have so much leftover yarn after I finish projects that I'm really going to go through there and see if there's anything else I can find, because I'm just obsessed with the Sophie scarf. And
what
we
bag
saw-
is it living in?
Oh,
Oh,
my you got a bag.
you got a bag.
Yeah.
You got a bag.
That was a gift
Really
from
cute.
You
Yeah.
got a bag.
You got a
Yeah,
bag?
from
Yeah.
You Got a Bag. And I'm gonna go collect my yarn now.
Oh,
rolled
that
across
Sophie
the-
scarf was
Cute.
really
We saw a
cute.
lot of really good
Yeah, we
versions
did,
of
yes.
it.
Yes.
The one of the yarn shops in Saugerties, the
Perfect blend.
perfect blend yarn and tea shop or whatever, did a special Rhinebeck color when we met a bunch of women who had
Pretty,
already
yes.
cast on. They'd
Yes,
been there
yes.
like that morning or
Yeah,
the day before
yeah.
and
And
had
one of
already
those
cast
women,
on.
they were the ones who told me to use my hedgehog fiber.
Yes,
Yes.
yes,
so that
yes,
was
they
a
were
good
smart.
call.
Yep.
But there were a lot of Sophie
Well, I think
scarves,
Patty
Yes.
Jacks, aren't they?
yeah,
doing
they're
the,
big into it. They do it
thing?
in the Lemon Kid Cashmere
No, I think they have like a knit along or something like.
for the Sophie
Oh,
scarf.
it's called How Do You Ask Scott?
How Do
or
You Ask
something
Scott,
like
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
But,
It was definitely one of those trends that you saw, and it's so interesting to me. And I was actually talking to Amy Christophers about this, like how do you even explain? I know maybe it wasn't Amy, maybe it was Beth actually. I don't remember. Like something just takes off. It
Yeah.
just hits a nerve, and everyone's like, "Oh my god, I have to have it!" And the Sophie scarf clearly, and it's such a simple pattern. Like I was almost like, God, do I really need to pay for that? Because I could probably figure it out. But honestly, I was like, you know what? She came up with the concept. She's now so the Sophie scarf comes in a small and a large. I'm doing the large. It's not going to be very large. Like the smaller one, I think you could just knot, and this
Once,
bigger one you
yeah.
can go around twice
Right.
and knot.
Yeah.
And she's also just come out with the Sophie shawl, which is the same
Mhm.
concept, but it's bigger. And I think that the Knitting Place is doing a cal for that, or I think so.
Are
I think
they?
I saw that, or maybe they were just maybe
In
not
kits.
maybe not a kits. It just like struck a nerve,
Yeah.
and it's just I think a lot of people just love that. It's a
little
great
something.
way to use
Yeah.
leftovers. And it's just, and obviously the number one rule in my book is it has to be soft, like and cozy.
Yeah.
Which Paula is saying her new colors of Maya.
Oh my God.
They were released today.
Yeah. So
Ooh.
she was wearing a sweater, that new red that they did. It's the Italian word for cherries. I don't remember it. so
But
so
talk
good.
about a great
And that's the
Sophie
perfect
shawl or
perfect.
ascot.
Yes, perfect.
Yes.
In fact, a Sophie shawl in that red. Like I don't wear red because a lot
That's
of
your
reds.
time to wear a bright bang or what do you
Yeah,
know,
but
if
a
you
lot
don't
of
have-
reds skew orangey, yellow, and that one, I don't know if she's saying
Yes.
it's
No.
it's the Italian word for cherries, I believe, and it's like a deep like blue red, but it's this bright pop. And
gorgeous.
she had
It's
a beautiful sweater on, or like a kind of a vest layer
We
thing.
should look in the bag downstairs.
Yeah, so the Mayak medium would be
Hey,
perfect
Gina.
for that.
We missed you.
Yes. Hey, Gina.
I know. I was hoping to see you, but
Gina from Skein
Skein
Cocaine
Cocaine.
is
Yeah.
watching.
she's but wait, what did she just post something on her Instagram like the not review of Rhine Cap or something? Or Rhine Bag? The
unreviewed.
unreview. It was funny. It's funny.
That
So my
sounds about right.
mom, I was telling the girls that my mom was watching our podcast. She does not knit. So a few things. She's like, what's an FO? Finished object. What's a whip? So I told her all this stuff. She goes, why? Where are you guys going? Wine back? What? You just go and you drink wine? I'm like, Mom, it's Rhinebeck. Like she's like, I thought you girls.
But I'm
kept
here for
saying
Winebeck too.
Wine
I'm
back,
here for it.
Wine back.
Wine back.
Maybe.
Okay.
Anywho, hi Mom.
Okay.
Hi, Mom.
Hey, Kim's mom. Okay.
Okay.
You done? Whips?
Yeah, that was
Okay.
it for me.
I have 2 whips. One is a Sockhead slouch. Kevin and Ray knit this one all the time.
It's great colors.
It is done in this is leftover yarn, Malabrigo Mechita, and the color is Cielo and Tierra, which I think means sky and ground.
Yeah.
And I casted this on a couple weeks ago because the yarn was already wound.
Wow. You
Yep.
really went deep there.
I know. Yep. So that is why I am knitting this. But it's pretty stretchy. So I think
oh,
it'll
that
fit,
hat is,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just keep going. That
Yeah.
thing will stretch.
Yeah. And I didn't even have the right size needles, but it'll be fine.
It's fine.
It'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
Okay. So my other, sorry for bending over.
Wow.
My other whip is living in my always and forever favorite bag, my Hohi box tote in the olive green.
Mhm.
It's so good.
It is so good.
It is so good.
That's luggage.
Yeah, it is.
Like that's
Oh,
a
and
weekend
this
bag.
was,
Like,
um,
oh yeah.
This
Oh,
was-
St.
it's in
Louis.
there. Our little
Oh, you
St.
can see
Louis
it
stitch
right
marker.
there.
Oh, look at that.
Cute.
Look how pretty it looks in the light.
Yeah.
So thank you to those ladies that gave us that. And then I actually have one more from Fiber Hustle.
Oh, yeah.
They gave me
Oops, up. Here, give it.
there we go.
Okay. There you go.
They gave me a little
Cute.
progress keeper. Progress keeper
Progress
as
for our
the-
Canadian
for our
friends.
Canadian friends, if you don't know what we're saying.
We
Okay.
just translated.
We're so good. Okay, so here's my Rhinebeck sweater.
Oh.
It is still not finished.
She's close.
I have like 2 more rows to do of the
Can we get
ribbing.
Yeah.
And then I need to pick up on the sleeves and do a few rows of ribbing. So it's very close.
Yeah,
But
show the back.
this
is
is
dynamite.
Thea Coleman's. How do I say it? Ouzo.
Ouzo.
Kate doesn't
Yes.
know her
It's,
booze.
I don't try it.
It's a
So
Greek,
I've
it's
like,
Greek liqueur or something like that.
licorice liqueur that'll put hair on your chest.
Yeah, start
oh,
your
I
car.
don't even like licorice.
No.
No, I don't either.
No.
You want one?
I like
you-
red licorice. Not
It-
black.
That's
no,
not real
it's
licorice.
not.
I know.
Ouzo is a very strong, you know,
It's
you do,
Greek- it's
you
Greek,
do shots
right?
of it, yes.
Yeah.
And say,
Which is
"Oppa!"
funny. Which is funny because it's
You throw
not
a
like
plate.
this is not really strong. Like I feel like it's so
Well, she might be
dry.
running out of booze. Too.
And
But
no, this is an older
What
one.
color was
This
hers?
is an older one. I like
'Cause-
gray.
Maybe that was
no,
it.
Yeah.
who
Yeah.
knows?
So it's almost done. It's short sleeves. It's going to be great for Rhinebeck 2023. Stay tuned.
No, a Vogue.
Or maybe even Vogue.
Vogue.
Actually,
Yeah.
it'd be good for
Maybe even Vogue because
inside.
Vogue.
I'll do- yeah.
I'll
and
be,
you can wear just a tank top underneath.
it's
it.
always hot in
Yes,
in
Vogue.
in that big room,
Hotel,
at
the
Vogue, at the
banquet
hotel,
room.
the Marriott Marquis. So yeah, I could definitely wear it then, because it will be done by then. But I love it. It does have pockets on the front, which
It has pockets.
I used as my swatch.
That's
and
smart.
yeah,
This yarn
so
is
it's
just
so close. Oh, and
stunning.
it's the Sonder yarn. Sunday morning DK. It's 75% BFL, 25% Marsham in the colorway Ritual, and it's so good.
Yeah.
It's so good. It's soft.
It's this
It's
good.
drapey. Yeah.
That's
So
why I'm ripping one out.
That'll
I
be
need to love it.
It's great yarn.
that'll be an FO next time.
Okay.
And that's it. Those are my whips.
Okay.
Acquisitions.
Acquisitions.
I'm gonna go on record as saying we were not crazy
We-
at all
no.
at Rhinebeck.
Nope.
We
We
were
were really, I mean, we were the worst customers.
We really were.
we had trouble even
Yeah.
getting into booths,
Yeah.
and we were so busy chatting with everybody.
Yeah.
I know.
Yes.
But
Thank
we
you. Thank you to all our fans for saving us.
My husband thanks you.
Yes, exactly.
I'll start, I guess.
Okay.
So back to Bare Naked Wools. I did another hat sampler. These are going to be great for gifts. Yeah, there we go.
I got one too.
Yay.
Yeah.
And my cowl.
Those are the colors in the hat. And it's DK and sport weight. So
Oh, really?
yeah, and it's different kinds. It's Better Breakfast DK, it's Kent DK, Stone Soup DK.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah,
It's a great idea.
Ginny DK. So it's all different kinds
Bases,
of things.
yes.
Thus the name, the Try Me Cap.
Yeah.
It's a great
The
idea.
other
Yep.
thing I've been eyeing was Northlight Fibers. Every time I go to that booth, I want this, so I bought it. And it's for this Cynar hat by Thea Coleman.
Yes.
Cynar. And that's an Italian liqueur.
Yep.
I had to look it up. I didn't know what that one was. So Kate, you've knit
You
that
actually-
before,
often,
right?
Yeah.
You mix
I
that in
think I did.
cocktails often.
Oh, it's like an aperitif, right?
Yeah.
I'm looking. I have the photo here too.
You have it?
Yeah.
Not on your Wi-Fi.
Oopsies. Oops.
It's so hard.
You
The
got it?
sun's coming in.
There we go.
There it is.
Yeah.
So that's
So
gonna
good.
happen.
So
Yeah.
cute.
It's
I
good.
might have to knit one of those.
Yeah,
What
it's
base?
nice.
What weight is it?
Yarn
DK?
weight.
Yarn.
Yarn weight.
Water
Street,
Street. I
three
believe that's
pies.
DK.
It's on a US 3 or
Yeah,
6.
okay. Okay.
I'll let
Anyway,
you guys know.
that's a great
I'll keep
hat.
you
That's a
posted.
good looking
Yeah,
hat.
and this Northlight Fibers is so soft, so soft,
Really
so
nice.
very pretty. Gosh,
That's it.
that's it. What
That's
a
it?
loser.
No.
Yeah.
You know what?
So
I don't. I'm still so mad at that Rhinebeck sweater. I didn't even want to buy anything. So,
So,
Laura, what
so
did you get?
I,
Oh, here's
as usual, I was like, I really don't need anything. I have a good amount of sweater quantities of yarn of sweaters that I'm dying to get to. And I needed a little break and knit small things, but I'm definitely going to get back into knitting sweaters. But what I find amazing about Woolen Folk and Rhinebeck is the little indie farmy places that you won't have access to again. And typical of me on Friday night at Woolen Folk, which was really fun, but also really crazy. I'm going to go out and on a limb and say, I think they sold too many tickets to that event. It was so packed. Although it was in this place called Brickyards in Kingston, New York.
gorgeous.
That
Great
facility,
Yes.
it was right on the Hudson River.
Yeah, beautiful.
It's an old, obviously, like factory where they still had sort of
Cranes.
machinery and cranes going out. And it looked to me what they did was on the factory, they just took down all the walls. So there are all these like support beams and just a roof and a concrete pad. So there was this beautiful breeze. If you were anywhere near the water, this beautiful, nice breeze coming off. It was a beautiful, beautiful venue, but I just think they sold too many tickets because it was insane on
and good
at the
for them.
beginning.
I mean,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
When Gigi and Grocery Girls are your headliners,
Yeah.
that's what's going to happen.
It was really
People are
fun.
gonna come out.
But anyway, as towards the end of it, as we were leaving and we were almost late for dinner with Beth because of this, we went into a booth, which is called So Happy Jane, and it's SEW, So Happy Jane. So I'm assuming that she started as a sewist and now is dyeing yarn. And this sweater, it's called the Foster Sweater by Shellie Anderson. This very sample of this sweater.
Sorry, the sun is.
I know the sun's coming in. Was there, and it's by Shellie Anderson, who you probably are familiar with because for 5 years she designed, I think, almost exclusively for Shibui knits. And again, her aesthetic, her style is so up my alley. Very, very classic, plain, but always with like a cool little twist. And it's very hard to see. It's not going to show up on that, but the neckline of this, everything was just great. I'm going to be honest and say that here you can see that the bottom is kind of a semi-solid and the top is a variegated yarn. And in the booth, that didn't look as much of a contrast. But anyway, there was this adorable young woman, Holly, who was the friend of Jane. Jane was in the booth too, but she was busy with another customer. Holly was so stinking adorable. And, you know, she was cute and kind of talked me into this. I think I'm going to love it. I hope I'm going to love it.
You're going to.
But so my bottom color is going to be this. It's a deep purple. My variegated color, which picks up on the purple, is here. And then the whole thing is held together with this matching variegated yarn so that you mute this one with this. And then these kind of like combine. And I don't know when I'm going to get to it. It's a bouncy fingering, which is basically, it looks like a sock. It's a superwash merino and nylon and a mohair. The main color that is aubergine, which is English or French for eggplant, which is exactly what it looks like. And then gray stone for the variegated and for the mohair.
This is called Magic Mohair, and it's kid mohair and silk.
Yeah.
And then it's called gray stone as well.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. So we'll see.
I think it's going to be beautiful.
I think it's going to be really beautiful. I do love its bottom up.
Yeah.
But I loved the sample and I love the colors that I picked. So we shall see when I get to that, but hopefully soon. But that was my only real acquisition, major, except for one thing that Kate bought and I forgot to bring as well.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
So
Not yarn.
I can't read it. Marina is the red color
Oh,
in the
yeah.
Mayak that you like.
It is.
It's really pretty.
It's such a beautiful, beautiful
It's a
red.
rich color.
And that's coming from somebody who doesn't really like red. And I was like, ooh, that's my red.
It was gorgeous.
Yeah.
It was gorgeous.
All right, Kate.
Okay, so I bought the hat kit that Kim bought. You saw it earlier from Bare Naked Wools. And then 2 years ago, where'd it go?
I'll find it. There it is.
There it is. When we went to Rhinebeck, Kim bought one of these bags. And last year, I think you have to, there you go.
back a little bit. Back.
Yeah.
Mm.
Last year when we went, turn it over because it's black on the back. Maybe that will show up better.
There we go.
Red Staggering.
When we were there, this company wasn't there last year, so I didn't get my bag. So I was really excited to see that they were back again. Red Staggering, I believe she's from New Hampshire.
I think so. Yeah.
The bags are gorgeous, and there's all different shapes and all different sizes. I bought the messenger bag. Look at that, pockets in the back. It's a waxed canvas. And there's a snap there, pockets here, pockets on the inside.
Cool lining.
It's a great bag. Yes. And you can unclip the crossbag strap and put it through this, and then you make a little backpack. So you can wear it as a backpack as well. So that was my Rhinebeck purchase, that and the hat, and that was it.
And I actually have always
bought
loved
one.
Kim's. And then when Kate got it and we walked away and I was like, there had been a pattern. So the one that I got, the front, and I forgot to bring it, is like a gray plaid, like really cool, kind of very menswear look. And I just ran back and got it. I was like, I need to have that bag.
That'll be our Vogue knitting bag.
It's a perfect like hands-free. It's a beautiful, beautiful bag and just sits very comfortably, and you can get a lot in it. But
I have one more thing. Yeah.
So I also purchased one of those.
There's Laura's bag.
The sun is
Yeah.
coming. Sorry,
a little
people.
bit, but
Yeah.
Sorry, people.
that's it.
Yeah, beautiful. And the lining in mine is really cool too.
Yeah.
She's just a great, and she had like big tote bags.
The tote bags are beautiful. Yeah.
But I
Very
don't
roomy.
like carrying something on my shoulder like that, because then I walk around hunching my shoulder.
We don't have enough shoulder.
Exactly. But the crossbody bag, and it was just, and I actually needed it because I had only, whatever, it's a long stupid story. I ended up putting all my stuff and transferring it into that bag that day.
Yeah.
And it was so comfortable. I was so happy.
It's really good. Yeah. So
Really,
I'm
really.
really excited with my
Was
purchase.
it Red Staggering?
Yes.
Yeah. Really
so
good.
I am going to tell you about my trick, technique, or tidbit first, because it has to do with that. And my tip is, before you go to one of these big festivals, do your research first. If there are patterns that you want to knit or that you're thinking about, either take pictures of the pattern page or print out the pattern page or whatever, because first of all, cell service at these things is scarce. And even at Vogue Knitting in the city, because there's a lot of people there. So the servers get overwhelmed. So it can be really frustrating to try and look something up. If you see something that you are just drawn to right away, if you're going back the next day, sleep on it. Like, just ponder it and make sure it's what you really want and or need. And if it is, then by all means, yes, go and get it. But I saw a sweater that I really liked. It was by Andrew Mowry. It was in the Green Mountain Spinnery booth. And I was really close to buying it. And I went home and I have 8 sweater quantities at home. And I'm like, you know what? I like it. It's something that I can get whenever I want it. Yeah. So it's in my queue now, or in my favorites, but I didn't need it like right away. Yeah. So I have to finish my Rhinebeck sweater, and then I have to knit my son's hoodie. He's been waiting for it for a long time. So that's my plan. That's my tip. Like, just think about it. Take a pause. Because in the excitement of the day and, then
your realtors aren't going to like this recommendation.
What? Yeah, I know.
I know. People selling their stuff.
Yeah, no, but seriously, like, I mean, if it's something that you can get after the fact, then by all means do it after the fact, or just take the time to think about it for a minute. Right. But something like Laura's sweater, like, that's not, we don't think, an easily accessible yarn to get. Yeah. And she saw it and she fell in love with it right away. It's her style. It was her colors. And so, she did it. Yeah. But
I felt the same way about that same sweater. And same exact thing at Green Mountain.
And I can't remember. Can you remember the name of it?
I had a picture of it, but
we saw someone in it.
Metamorphic?
Oh, no, yeah, it's not the Metamorphic. No. She has the Metamorphic, and we saw a lot of those.
Did you take a picture of the
I did.
I definitely did. But I had the same thing. I was like, I really like it. I saved it in my favorite. I've made a note of it. Yeah. But I know that I can get that yarn. And I actually liked their version better than her original one.
Even fall.
Thank you.
Even fall.
It's just a beautiful.
That's the one.
Yeah.
That maybe someday I'll be knitting. And we saw,
Anne.
Was it Anne had it on?
Oh, yes.
Gorgeous.
Yes,
gorgeous. I love it. Yeah. But I don't need it right this minute. Yeah. So, so that's my tip.
Yeah.
Laura?
Mine was, I, for some reason, and I wasn't super planned about it, but I had made this, I make a lot of like grainy salads, and both Saturday and Sunday I had a tub of this salad because it kind of holds well. Like, the fact that it wasn't refrigerated for a few hours was totally fine because there was nothing in it that would really go bad. And I have to say, the lines, Sunday wasn't as bad, but Saturday, we were trying to get over to the lunch area, and we couldn't get off the podcaster hill. And I was, as Kim said, getting hangry, and these guys had to go stand in line. And I just found a bench, a picnic table, and sat down. And I think I was done by the time you guys.
I think you were.
But if not like your whole lunch, like, definitely have sustenance.
Yes,
have something with you, because the lines for the food were crazy.
Longest I've ever seen.
Yeah. And I'm not patient. I don't wait in lines for a lot of different things. Like, if, like, we have a local pop-up, it started as a pop-up donut shop. And I'm like, I am not waiting in a line for 45 minutes to get a donut. I'm just not. I did.
They're really good.
They are really good. But now they open a store and you can kind of go in and get them at any time. But I'm not a big fan of waiting in lines for things. Like when you go into the city and, you see a line for some store, I'm like, nope, not happening. So anyway, bring food
I got
is
rid of
my
that.
tip.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Okay.
So
Sorry, we're talking about
Laura's
Kate's
tip,
sandwich.
Laura's tip, we're laughing because it's a good tip because on Sunday the lines weren't nearly as long, and we were down in a different area that we don't usually go to, and Kim was getting a Greek salad, and I was walking to like the Mexican truck there where they have burritos and rice bowls and things, and I walked by this truck and it was like a roast beef truck, and they had the like beef like spinning on these spits. Like, look at that sandwich.
It's like
look at it.
Pornographic.
I needed protein. I was so hungry, and it was like the perfect thing. So I went back to the guy after I finished, and I'm like, can I pre-order my sandwich for next year's Rhinebeck for Saturday?
Mm-hmm.
I'll pay you now, and I'll just come around the side and say, hey, I'm the one that ordered from last year. It didn't work.
Pia Coleman's on. She said ouzo was named for black
licorice. Okay.
Right.
Well,
So maybe
all
hers
right.
was original was in black, I guess.
I like purple licorice, so mine's purple. So
There you go. It's black enough. In the dark, it will be black.
yes.
I don't have a tip or a trick, but I have a treat.
Oh,
Okay.
yes.
Sue,
Oh.
who we went to Rhinebeck with on Sundays from Duxbury, Massachusetts, and she is a felter, and she has an Etsy page. I'll put it below. And she has a company called maddy&me, and she just started making these Christmas tree hat kits. It's so cute. So it's this little kit. I'll show you a picture of what the hat looks like. Great. She gave one to me and Kate and Laura.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not
Thank
sure.
you.
So Kim and baby
I
size.
can feel the ornaments.
Adult or open up, Laura, and I'll show a photo of
okay.
this.
So
So this is what the hat ends up looking like. It's adorable. That's
Wait,
my
who
God.
is that on?
I think
That's
that's her
so
mom.
cute.
I think that's her mom.
And then
Yeah.
it comes with a little
There's the baby
container
version.
of pre-felted stars and ornaments.
Look at that
Oh my
baby.
God, that's so cute.
adorable.
Adorable. So
Adorable.
super easy knit. She's
Even
just
with
put
the
kits
yarn,
together.
the little thread to sew them on.
So
really
she wants
sweet.
us
Oh my
to
God.
test it out for her,
Yep.
and because she's never made these kits before, and
She makes them. She was knitting one in the car. Like
Yeah.
she makes
Yeah.
them for
for
people
Etsy,
through
they
Etsy.
put
But
in orders.
I think she now
Yeah.
wants to sell them as a kit. So she
Yeah.
has to write the
So,
pattern.
yeah, she had to
And
write
she's
the
one of
pattern.
these incredibly just intuitive knitters, and like she just does it because she sees it and she gets it. Like that's like a different kind of brain there. But then somebody was like, "Oh, you should write the pattern and sell the kits," and she
Yeah.
was like,
Yeah.
done.
"So we're just
So we're gonna
testing
test it for
Perfect.
her, but I will link her Etsy shop. There are the kits below. It is a great beginner pattern too.
Oh yeah,
So
it looks
it's-
very
yes.
simple.
Yep.
And she's done all the hard work with the felted balls and
patterns
the
there,
star.
and it's I don't want to give
No,
away
the
the pattern.
directions, but
The
yeah.
directions are you check off each row.
Yeah.
It's that simple.
Yeah.
So
that's awesome.
good.
That's awesome.
That's
to have.
perfect.
So thank you,
Thank
Sue.
you, Sue.
We'll post them
Yeah.
next time.
Oh, definitely.
Or yeah, because it should,
Yeah.
I think she knit one in an hour.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's a
Yeah,
bulky.
it's-
Okay.
what size needle was it? It was like a 10 or 11, something
Okay.
huge. Some,
Perfect.
Fisher Price size
Perfect.
needle. So thank you,
Thank
Sue.
you, Sue.
I'll
Love,
link that below.
love,
so
love, love.
that's our treat.
Yes. And again, we'll try and link all of these things below.
Mhm.
If we forget anything, like feel free to shoot a comment to us in Ravelry or on Instagram, and we can add it.
I'm just looking if
did,
I missed
did
anything.
anybody have any questions or?
Canada,
anything?
Ohio, Maine, love it, Virginia, Florida,
Wow.
Toronto, British
British
Columbia.
Columbia.
You can see that
Hi,
card.
everybody.
Nice.
Yeah. Have a good luck.
Weathersfield, woo woo, Connecticut,
Oh, Irina
Michigan,
was on.
Hi,
New Zealand. She wins.
Raleigh, North Carolina. No, there's a South Africa
Oh,
in here too.
I'm always amazed.
Okay.
Me too. I love that.
Wow.
Oh, hi, Jen. Hey. Oh, she's from Maryland. We know Jen.
Yes.
Oh my God, it's me.
Yeah,
again.
South Africa. Very hot
Wow.
there right now.
Oh, sorry.
It's a beautiful fall day
It's-
here.
It's heading in. It's perfect weather here right
The
now.
leaves
Perfect.
are just
It's gorgeous.
spot
If you're a
on.
knitter and you mostly want to knit with wool, then
Yeah,
we're
Yeah,
heading into
New
our prime
England
season.
is happening.
definitely. Definitely.
I think we got it. It was so nice
Yeah.
to see everybody
Yes,
here.
it was. Sorry for so long.
Denmark,
Denmark.
St. Paul,
Minnesota.
Nice. Minnesota. Okay.
Yes.
Did we do it? Did we beat Kevin and Ray? Not even close.
No.
Hour 29. No.
But like
so-
Kate said, I think we were all really, really touched and just, I don't know, it just was an amazing feeling to have
It
people
was.
come up and go,
It
oh
was.
my God, I love you guys.
Yeah.
And my most favorite comment, and it's always going to be
Me too.
true, is they're like, I laugh so much. I have so much fun watching you. Like, I just pictured people, some people here live, and I assume they're probably knitting or doing whatever. But the fact that somebody could just sit down and knit and listen to us yammer on and laugh and be silly, and it just enhances their knitting experience, and they feel like they're knitting with friends. Like, I can't imagine anything better. That's all we want to put out in the world. Is
It was
just like
funny.
have fun
a
with
couple
us.
people would come up and I would introduce myself. They're like, "Oh, we know."
Yeah,
exactly.
Wow.
But then the other thing that said, and I kind of alluded to at the beginning, and this was even people who didn't even know who we were. They're like, "Are you guys sisters?"
Yeah.
And like,
That was.
are we
got
just
that a
like
few
friends that
times.
spend so much time together that we like?
Yeah.
We like
You know.
got the same haircut,
I know,
right?
Same
Yeah.
eyeglasses.
And we all wear glasses. Maybe that's part of it. And we don't. I mean, whatever. It was just funny. More than a few people said it to us. Like, are you guys sisters? We're like, no, just friends.
Just
who like
knitting
the same
sisters.
things.
They're part of the
sisters.
posse.
Yeah.
And so
That's
are
right.
you.
And so
So-
are you. That's right.
I know.
So thank you
And
all.
we felt that. I think
We
at
definitely
Rhinebeck.
did.
And I hope you felt it. That
Yes,
we're so
yes.
happy to be part of your lives. So
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Wrap it up.
wrap it up. Thank you so much.
Go home and take a
everyone.
nap.
Yeah. Thank you so much to everyone. We will see you again soon. We will podcast before Thanksgiving. We're gonna put it out there that we'll podcast before Thanksgiving.
Definitely.
Doable.
Definitely.
Yeah. All right, everybody.
Happy fall.
Thank you.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye. You got that?
I got it.